Welcome back, everyone. This is Frank Whiskey Charlie Zero Oscar. This is my 360 watt, I guess 360 watt hour solar generator that I made probably maybe a year now, because I wanted something that was a little bit portable and smaller for my Dometic refrigerator, which when I got the refrigerator, I thought, getting a commercial solar generator that was 1,000 watts. Well, that was a mistake. It was way too big, and being that my car has small space, it wasn't feasible. But this solar generator that I built seemed to fit the bill. There's a few things that I messed up on, but I think overall it's been great to manage to cool my refrigerator. And we'll talk about how long this lasts. This is a 30 amp hour battery. So what do we have? We have the switch right here, which I have a symbol that tells you which way it turns it on. And there we go. And this one's fully charged. You can barely see it, it says 14.3. When the system is charged, a lithium iron phosphate will charge up to a 14.3, usually. It has two Anderson Powerpole connections coming out, so I can power two things here. I can also power something that's USB. And then I have two plugs here. One for the sun, which is in yellow, and the other one if I want to charge it through an Anderson Powerpole in the car. I'm sorry, these are Anderson Powerpole, but if I wanted to charge this in the car, this is the way I would plug it in here on the bottom. And I have done both before. Okay, so that's the connection here. I like this, the color setup, because it gives me, hey, I can put this one in the sun, and this one is through the charger of the bioenol charger that you can get for the car, which is not inexpensive. That's one thing. Now, I decided to put the switch outside because I had the switch in here and it was so hard to close all the time. But one thing that happened, and I didn't measure it right, is that this switch should be a little bit more lower. Yes, I can close this. I can barely close it, but it's really hard to turn on and off the switch. But it is feasible. I should have put it down a little more. But let's open this box. This one is a Seahorse case. Seahorse cases are really nice. They're not inexpensive. This one does not have the foam to put this down because it doesn't fit. Here you have the bioenol battery. This one's the 12 volt 30 amp hour battery. And let's see if I can pick this up very quickly. It is the BLF 1230A lithium iron phosphate battery. It comes with this big Anderson Powerpole connection, or maybe it isn't, but it is a big connection. It's doesn't say what the name here is, but it looks like a Anderson Powerpole connection. Let's see if I can take this apart. Yeah, see? Very nice and big. Okay. And I have an adapter. This gives me an adapter for a regular Anderson Powerpole. And this will go, and it's wired so that it'll go into the Buddy Pole Power Mini. Yes, another Power Mini. I like them because it has all the things I need to manage my, the solar controller is able to manage the sun coming in, while the battery can also be charged when I'm powering it in the house. It's not the best design in terms of how all the wires are here. This tends to get caught right here sometimes. I try very hard. I think I've made it go upside down, but I don't think that works very good. It has to be on this side. So, you just got to be careful. I don't open it anymore as often as I used to, because the switch was here and I used to turn it on and off, but now the switch is outside. Right now it's not charging via the sun or the wall, but you can see that it fits very nicely within the box. And again, this solar controller, you don't necessarily have to use this. You can use something a little less expensive, but I like the specifications and I like what it does. It's great. Why the switch? Because the moment I turn this off, the Buddy Pole Power Mini is also turned off. It's not draining any power from the battery. If I didn't have a switch, the Buddy Pole Power Mini will drain this battery eventually. I'm going to turn it on. You can barely hear it, but it does make a noise when it's ready to go. One thing about the Buddy Pole Power Mini also is that it doesn't make any radio noise. You won't hear it if you're charging your battery in terms of when you're using your radio. That's one thing I haven't noticed. Okay, so why make this? Well, I wanted something small. This is 360 watt hours. Now, I know there are some other commercially available battery powered generators that are 500 or 300, and they seem to have a little more features like USB-C. But one feature that I like about mine is that I can charge from the sun or from the car. Usually you can only do one or the other with the commercial ones. And then this, I'm proud of making it, and learn how to use, Anderson Powerpoles, use the different type of cables that I need, and these beautiful Wago connections, and stripping it, and drawing the diagrams and figuring out how to do it properly. And also the tabs, that you can't really see them, but the type of tabs that you utilize for the connections. In my, I think a few videos back or forward, you'll see my first design, which has a lot more Anderson Powerpoles. The thing here is that it's compact, and it's something that I did. Would I now consider buying a commercially available type of solar generator? I don't know. I mean, you can have your specifications that you need and the things that you mostly need. This one is for the refrigerator, for the dosemic. The smallest one that they have that you can take at home, in your car, I mean. Now, how long does this last, this 360 watt-hour battery for that refrigerator? In the winter, especially when it gets cold in the 50s, and the temperature doesn't go any higher than maybe less than 70. I can put this on a Saturday morning, even a Friday night maybe, and it will last until a Tuesday afternoon. Now, you still need to drive your car. If you drive your car in that, every day for 2 to 3 hours, it'll give it enough charge for it to not top it off, but just give it enough juice. The Bioenno power charger, I think, gives me 6 amps, 6 amp hours, which is, if the car's on for 2 hours, it gives me approximately 12, probably less. Yeah, probably less. Maybe let's say 10 amps. But of course, I'm utilizing some of those amps to charge or to cool down the refrigerator. In the summer, this one won't last no more than a day and a half. Even if I drive my car, I know I went to the desert. It was super hot. It did last for a day, but barely, even when it was connected to the car, because 360 watts, 361 hour is not enough because it gets really hot in the car, and that's expected. So again, I'm happy with this design. It's compact, a little bit more than the industry has, and it has the type of plugs that I want. I don't need another adapter. So this really is meant so that I can learn how to build one of these and be happy with the design and feature choices that I like. So that's kind of like an update on my solar generator. All right. If you like this content, I thank you very much. I appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Thank you for those who have used the super chat. I appreciate that in your donation and support of this channel. All right. I'll see you later. This is Frank Whiskey Charlie Zer Oscar. Bye-bye.